What is happening? Excuse me, but can we not be like this? You come sit next to me. Oh my god. Okay. You can come up here, but you have to lay down. Okay. No. Just be sweet. Just be sweet. This is what? Stop! Would you let me film? Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, today I really just wanted to have a conversation about my why and why this is so important for me, and just kind of wanted to talk through everything and just kind of get out some of the, I don't want to say frustrations, but it's like just things that come along with prep that maybe a lot of people don't understand, and maybe people not understanding why I'm doing this again. But I just kind of wanted to talk, go back through kind of memory lane and you know, really just talk to you guys. First off, I have switched from bikini to wellness. In all transparency, I would have never competed again in bikini. That would never, It was 5 years of me trying to compete in a class that was really not meant for me or my body type. So I gave it a good go for 5 years. I put everything that I had into the sport at the time just to be able to get even remotely close to a goal. But unfortunately, with me competing in bikini, it was hard because my body type is one that holds muscle, and my legs don't lean out in that way. They never have. I was a sprinter my whole life, so I've always had a muscular build on the bottom half and a more lean on the top half, and that's just how my build has been my entire life. So I wanted to do bikini, and that was pretty much the only thing that I was able to do at that time. So it was just really, really hard. It was a lot of fasted cardio. My diet got really low at one point. It was like at 1,000 calories. And I was just pushing so hard in the gym. I was giving 150%. Like, I was pushing myself so hard past any limits that I had, and at that time I definitely was not listening to my body or really paying attention to those cues, and I definitely had some issues after that 5-year period. I had some joint issues, especially in my knees, and just different types of hormonal issues coming out of that, and just from my body being in a depleted state for so long and doing morning fasted cardio after a workout, a full hour to hour and a half weightlifting session. I was a student at that time. I was also working. Like, I was doing everything, and it just was not as focused as it should have been. The last couple years, I did graduate college, and I was working at the time, but luckily I was working in a gym at the time, so I had a really nice gym family around me, and I was able to work out in the gym and kind of be in the environment. It did make competing a lot easier, but I just didn't have my heart and soul in it at that time. I love competing. I love the prep process. Like, I love seeing what our bodies can do and how resilient they are, and I think that's just amazing in itself. But I lost my passion at that point, because it was like, every time I went and competed, I was always bigger than the other girls, always way more muscular. Like, I just could not get myself that skinny. Like, we had cut out weight training in my legs at one point, and we're just doing cardio, like just really trying to lean out my legs as much as possible, and nothing worked. Like, my legs just put more muscle on and just looked more cut, and I looked like I had horse legs. Like, they were so muscular. And at that time, unfortunately, I was so frustrated with the sport, and just every single time I got feedback from coaches, it was always, your quads are sticking out from behind, like you're too muscular from the side, too muscular from the front, you know, all about my lower half. And I think I got frustrated with myself. I got frustrated with my body because my body just wasn't doing what I was wanting it to do. It just like couldn't do it, and it was really hard for me. And that was, you know, at the point where I was like, I'm done with this. I don't want to do it anymore. This just like is not for me. Maybe I'm not as passionate about it as I thought I was. And for the last 3 years or so, I've just been doing whatever, like trying to find my place in the world, which it was so hard. I was like, maybe I'm supposed to work. Maybe I'm just supposed to be a workhorse in the corporate world, and that's what I do, and whatever. Like, maybe I just work. Or maybe I'm supposed to be a makeup artist, because that's also another passion of mine. I've been doing that since high school, so I put a lot of effort and time into that, and I just wasn't getting the same feeling that I've had when I was in prep and when I was competing. And even at the lowest point where I was just so frustrated with everything, I still enjoyed that time. I still loved that time that I would spend in the gym, and like the dedication and the process of everything. And I've been missing that for the last 3 years. And I think it's funny because when I met Tyler and our relationship started building, him and I have had this conversation where I'm like, I just feel like something is missing in my life, and I don't know what it is. I just feel this like emptiness, and I can't figure out what that void is. And when him and I met and started going to the gym together, I had no, like, absolute zero passion to be in the gym. The gym used to be my place. Like, I loved being there, spend hours there. Like, I worked in one. Like, I enjoyed the gym atmosphere so much, and I loved pushing myself, and I loved just working out in general, and I lost it. And for a little while, especially after COVID and during COVID, I stopped going to the gym. And with Tyler, I would take days off a lot just because I didn't feel like it. Like, work was hard, you know, whatever the excuse was. And I just wasn't as passionate about it as I have been in the past. And so I had just lost every bit of passion that I had for the gym, and it was hard. One of my friends from college actually competed this last year, and I saw photos of her and like all the things that she was doing, and I was like, I looked at it and I showed him, and I was like, she looks amazing. Like, she looks so good. Like, she absolutely deserves to like be a pro. And I just started thinking about it. I was like, if I could go back and compete, I probably would, but I just don't want to. I just don't I don't want to do it anymore. And so I started looking up like past competitions. I just wanted to kind of see what the bikini girls look like. It's been 3 years, so I was like, you know, I want to check it out. Let me see. And I saw this new category pop up, which is wellness. And for a little bit, I was like, oh, is that fitness? And they just like changed the name. They are completely different. I didn't know that, and whenever I clicked on it, I was like, wait a second, these wellness girls look like what I looked like whenever I was competing. And so I started looking through it, like obsessing, looking through it, trying to figure out what this is, and found out that it was technically new as of 2019 to the NPC. It was very popular overseas, but had gotten brought over in 2019. And I was like, this is it. This is like what I've been looking for. This is what my body type is meant to be in. And I got really excited, like automatically, and I think Tyler could see how excited I was. And I was like, should I do this? Like, should I compete again? And he basically said, if you do it, then I'll do it. And I was like, are you joking? I was like, are you serious? You would do a prep with me. You want to do a prep? And he said, yeah. And we had this conversation. He was super supportive about it. And that's when everything just took off, and here we are today. I think the main reason why I have a new passion now that I've never had before. I've never felt this feeling that I feel right now about what I'm doing. And it like makes me emotional because I want this more than anything I have ever done in my life. I have spent so many years prepping and competing and just never feeling like I'm in the right place. And it's like, now that this division came out, I know I'm supposed to be there. I know that's where I'm supposed to be. And it's like this feeling that I have of that emptiness that was once there is so gone. Like, this has filled that void for me. And that's what makes me emotional, because I have been searching for the last 3 years to figure out where my place is and what I am supposed to do with my life. And the moment that I figured this out, it changed so much. I'm just over the moon excited about doing this competition. I'm nervous because like I have a lot of work to do. We have about 10 weeks left by the time this video comes out, and I am just like hoping that I can get there. I know after this show I'm gonna have to take some time off and probably about 6 months or so and really start building again, and then going back and competing in 2022. But this is a good place for me to start, just to like get my feet wet and kind of understand like what this division's about. It's a whole new posing routine, whole new suit cut that I've never worn before. Like, things are just different. The prep is a little bit different, and this is just like I'm touching my toe in the water. I have decided I want to be a pro. And I'm putting it out there because I want this so bad. Like, I don't think I've ever wanted something so bad in my life besides this, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to get to that point. And I want to bring y'all along with me, being in the fitness industry and competing and being able to help people reach their goals. And like, that's cloud nine for me. That's pretty much it. I just am so thankful. I feel so different this time around, and it's like every day that I wake up to be able to do this is a blessing. So the one thing that I will leave you with here is, because of COVID, we lost a lot of things. Some of us lost people, some of us lost jobs, some of us lost opportunities to do things, vacations, whatever you name it. We all went through a mental battle last year. And I would just say, now that we're in 2021, we're getting towards the end of the year and we're gonna go into 2022. If there's something that you want to go do, go freaking do it. If 2020 taught us anything, it's that we need to chase our dreams, take opportunities when they're in front of us. We need to be happy. We need to find our purpose, and we need to push for whatever that is. Make this year and next year the year of growth and the year to take back your mental health from COVID and really be able to be yourself again and be able to be happy again. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Y'all mean the world to me, and all the support does not go unnoticed. I appreciate every little bit of it. That's it, you guys. So thank you so much for watching this. Thanks for letting me rant to you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.